Well done, soldiers. The operation was a success.
Another victory for Welkin Gunther.
Nope, not this time. All the glory goes to this little guy.
Mike? Way to go, Hans. First day on the job and you're already a hero.
Our success today was thanks to the animals living in these woods.
Mike.
So, who named the bacon Hans?
Captain Virat, I'd like to introduce Squad 7's newest addition, Hans.
Hans, I hear you performed admirably today. I expect great things from you. Dismissed.
Oh, look!
Chapter 6. A Desert Encounter.
Okay then, welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So, we are going to start anyway, Chapter 6. I am not going to do the whole mission in this episode, but I am going to visit headquarters first. Because you can see we have indeed got some things there. I don't know if I actually got the rifle from the Ace thing or not, but let's see. Looks like I did! So, I can actually now equip the ZM-MP2 onto one of my characters. And I am going to give it to, to Rosie. And yes, I can only give it to one person. It is not replicated throughout the game. We will be getting more armaments for the rest of my party, but I won't be getting any more for now. So instead, where I want to go next is to the training field, because I do want to level up my party members, of course, because that is necessary. And you can see my snipers, even though I'm not going to use them much in story mode, do need a bit of leveling, to be honest. So I'm going to level them up at the expense of the engineers, because they're already at level 4. So, what does this get me, in terms of any new orders? Well, let's see! Who gets new potentials? Well, we shall see there. Okay, we do get a new order. And this one is attack boost, which allows a character to, well, boost its attack. Something that I will not be using. I will be using another order, but that will be for later. Now I am going to go to the R&D facility and upgrade everything else. However, I am going to go over one specific thing, and that is the tanks. Because the tanks have their own style of upgrading, as we will see. Because unlike with the weapons, which you can upgrade automatically, there are limits to a tank's upgrade capabilities within a game, and we will be getting more than one tank in-game. As I say, so once I've gone through everything else, indeed you can actually buy an upgrade for the grenades, which is good because we will need it. As more and more enemies become stronger and stronger as the game goes on. So, now let's look at the Edelweiss itself. And if I go to body enhancements and actually buy the anti-armor shell... Well, actually, no, it's not that. No, I've got it wrong. What about the steel upgrade? No, okay, I got that wrong as well. Well, if you purchase something from Treads on Other or anywhere else, such as that radiator upgrade, it means we will have to go to this screen. And you will see each different part for the Edelweiss. I mean, there's enough room there, but if you run out of room, you will have to get rid of other parts. You can also go into this area here and change the parts from the outfit tanks menu. So, yeah.
what? This is one strange place. Rocks with holes in them. Dug up ground as far as the eye can see.
Not always. They say this used to be a huge ancient city. Now there's nothing but desert left.
We all know what happened. The Darkson calamity happened. They say the Darkhairs used some kind of dark arts to burn the city. Left nothing but ash.
Can't see what kind of magic you'd use to burn up this much land, though. It's just crazy.
I don't know. Isara said that was a myth with no real historical evidence.
Look, their kind has been digging up Ragnite since forever. So who's to say they don't know some weird, Darksony type way to use the stuff as a weapon? I'm just saying.
Anyway, as I was saying, we are in the middle of the Badlands. And what exactly are we doing here?
We've received some intelligence. They're saying the Imperials have set up a base near the Barious ruins. Squad 7 was sent out here to investigate. We need to verify the information.
Imperians here? Some sandbox to come playing. I don't get those Imperians. Who knows what they're thinking?
She's right. Something is definitely up here. I mean, I just can't figure it out, you know? Why would they occupy this place?
Enemy sighted. Tanks at 040. Distance 800. Hold on. Yes. There are foot soldiers as well. And they're taking up combat positions.
Well, it looks like we found our bad guys.
Squad 7, combat formation.
I didn't think you could look any gloomier.
Oh, it's you. Leave me be.
No need to be unfriendly, is there? Is there something on your mind, Gregor?
His Grace Maximilian. Barious holds no strategic worth. Why lead a force there himself?
He took Selvaria with him, so it probably has something to do with the Valkyria.
His Grace places too much stock in the power of the Valkyria.
Maybe. But I can understand the fascination easily enough. The power of the Valkyria is enough to claim all of Europa. Maybe the entire globe.
Even without it, the Empire's military strength is quite capable of taking control of Europa.
The stronger you are, the shorter that road. I say my homeland's independence is riding on Maximilian's word. I need him to return to the court with enough clout to honor that deal. Relax. We'll hear all about their desert adventures soon enough.
So, let's have a look at the mission. And indeed, this introduces us to the desert terrain here in Barious, because this can be very tough to deal with, as we will find out as the mission goes on. So, you will see here that because the desert is a wide open area, there is very little cover anyway. So, what I want to do, firstly, is place most of my troops at the front, and then place a few, or at least this was my initial run, is to place 3 shock troopers at the very front of the thing, place, I think, an engineer and maybe 2 troopers there behind the Edelweiss, and maybe also some, I foolishly didn't bring in any lancers. That is because in the initial... Actually, no, I did bring some lancers. But in the initial run against the thing, we will not need them. Not at the first time, because at the immediate thing, we will not be dealing with any tanks. That's not to say we won't be dealing with any tanks towards the end, but for the first two... when we get up to the first base anyway, we will not need to use any tanks. I am being very, not being very careful here. Another thing I am going to do at the start of this mission is actually, because I now have 2 snipers, I'm going to place them on the hill, which is kind of a risky strategy, to be honest, because remember what I was saying about there being very little cover in the desert? Well, you will see that when we begin here. So, let's see how this will go.
This place is really something else. I've never seen rocks with holes like these.
Valdia was saying those holes are the result of the same blast that scorched the area. There are furrows dug into the ground, too. Must have really been some explosion.
Are you serious? That's crazy.
Yeah, but those trenches and rock walls should make for solid cover.
On an open field like this, we'll use whatever we can get. Squad 7, move out!
So yeah, that is the way to actually get some cover here. To actually use the ruins as sort of a thing. And as you can see, there are no tanks in the immediate area up to the first base. There are some tanks, however, further on. But for now, let's actually make use of our snipers, because the snipers can be very effective against various other enemies, especially on elevated positions. The one problem is that there are enemy snipers as well, and they can take us out. You can see there the power of a sniper. Catherine was able to take out that scout fairly quickly. The reason why I am having her run down the hill there is to evade the enemy snipers further on, which is sort of risky, but kind of necessary, because we will be dealing with a lot of snipers in this scenario, and they can target you. You can see there, one of the snipers has Oscar here in his sights, which is not good to deal with here. But we will go on with this mission, or at least as far as I can do with this episode. So, can we take out that Lancer? Not very well. Likewise with Lancers, they only have a limited number of shots to snipers, so definitely make them count. They can be very useful though if you know how to use them. I am not very good at using snipers in this game. Yes, I am absolutely crap at using snipers. So anyway, firstly, what I am going to do is move the Edelweiss into position, and then actually try and do something here. Blasting Lancers will not work very well with the mortar cannon, because they are very strong. And keep in mind that there are no sandbagging, so the Edelweiss will not be able to blast that away. But it is what it is, I guess. So now you will see why there is very little cover. Why I park the Edelweiss between the ruins. Because if I didn't, the troopers would come storming through and pretty much causing a lot of grief for my party. So, indeed, there we go. And needless to say, I was very foolish with the Lancers, so I did actually start again with this run because of that. Again, you can use the Edelweiss for cover. I certainly do like to. It isn't always great, however, if you are trying to aim very well with these shock troopers, or indeed the scouts if you have them, because if you have scouts, they are more vulnerable to attack than the troopers, which is why I don't like to use them that much. So I have to play carefully with this mission. As you can see, even though I can still use the ruined walls to actually attack the enemy. So, what will happen when you actually do that? And keep in mind, the enemy will still summon summon reinforcements and everything. Well, they can easily snipe at you. That shock trooper, for example, threw a grenade at my thing because they knew, because the AI somehow figures out that my troopers are hiding very copiously, the right word to use, I don't know, but carefully, at least, behind the thing. Another thing of note, yeah, the enemy snipers are going from an elevated position, so can easily hurt you if they do so. However, another advantage to putting so many troopers behind the Edelweiss is that they can counterattack, which is why I did so, even though that trooper did lob a grenade at me. And keep in mind at the base on the to the far right of where we are, the Imperials can summon more snipers if they wish. It isn't just troopers this time. So yeah, and we have a scout coming. So let's see where it ends up on. They end up, yeah, there, because they are people here. So yeah, so I need someone to take out that Lancer there. So let's see who will suffice, shall we say. Well, firstly, I'm going to move the Edelweiss a bit further and actually blast the living crap out of that, both that scout and that trooper, thus meaning one less CP for the Empire. There we go. Then move forward. And then I can actually do something about that Lancer, as well as that trooper. There is also another Lancer off to the right there. You can see him that he's taking cover beneath some ruins. So I want to be careful as well. So, Nina, you're up. Let's go through and actually attack that Lancer. Let's go. Is this point blank? I don't know, but yeah, another thing, apparently the Lancers can evade as well, which is very annoying. Especially since they are not under any sandbags or anything like that. And that can really mess up your game, really. Because, yeah, one thing I will do later on in the Let's Play is actually try and get a little closer to some of the characters. But for now, I'm going to use Alex to heal, of course. Yes, I've replaced all the things, because as I say, I did reload my game because I was not happy with the Lancers thus far. So that is why there is so little, so very much change with the thing. Anyway, let's use Rosie's new gun that I got off of Lieutenant Cough Drop there, or Lieutenant Cough Drop, because I'm British. And indeed, there we go. So now there's only that trooper and a Lancer left. So who do I want to send out? Probably one of my things. That Lancer will definitely target the Edelweiss. I'll probably send Weiss behind the Edelweiss, just in case we need him. Does Dorothy need healing? I think she does. Yeah. There we go. So now, well, we can't do much. No, we cannot. I suppose I could send one of my things there. I have all of my thing. But I do want to send Ramsey behind the Edelweiss because of two things. It needs repairing, yes. However, engineers are targets too, of course, for those snipers on top of the base, so that can be very annoying. So, let's see. Reinforcements have arrived once again. Are they all snipers? I won't be surprised at the rate they're going. So that Lancer's coming out now, and yeah, this is why I plonked the Edelweiss between the ruins, to make sure they don't blast the living crap out of my troopers. So yeah, I will need to, however. So I've hidden my troops as best I can, so to avoid the enemy snipers. Although having said that, there's still the massive number of snipers. I could send them back up the hill, both Oscar and Catherine. They are still on the field. All three of my things have gone, however. And what do you know, we also have a lead Lancer here. So yeah, one less CP for the imps if we use that. So yeah. And keep in mind, these Lancers can go more than once if they wish. Yes, the enemy does not flinch in the face of attack in this case. Yes, apparently they brought their A game here, did the Empire. So, what am I missing? Well, I don't know. That one's another Lancer! Yeah, apparently there's a boatload of Lancers here. So I do want to be careful. I may want to save, I don't know. And I don't know why I'm moving the Edelweiss, to be honest, because Blast Shell will not hurt those things. It may KO that Trooper. The best I can hope for with the Lancers is that it'll knock them out of their out of the way of the Edelweiss and towards my troopers, thus allowing me to actually get them out of the way and be able to get closer to the base. Keep in mind of there's still those snipers to worry about. So there you go. Well done, Rosie. And that's one less CP for the Imperials. So let's go over here. Shame he wasn't an ace Lancer, eh? And there's another trooper over there who'll probably go charging in at so let's do something with Dorothy here. Let's send Dorothy. I suppose I could send her over there, but no, I don't want to do that. I wanted to shoot down that trooper there before he gets to Rosie. Or at least have him lose some... Okay, never mind, you killed him! You killed him, Dorothy! Well done, I guess. In the words of Michael Jackson, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Anyway, that being said, I do need someone to take out that trooper over there. Nina, you have full mobility here, so let's send you over to this Lancer and shoot him full of holes. And then get out of there! Retreat! Right, so what's that leave? One Lancer there! So Rosie is closest to him, I think. Do I want to send any more? I don't know, but maybe send Vice for backup, I guess. Excuse me. And then, is he able to get close to that troop? Not that trooper, that Lancer there. Yes! Well done, Vice! I knew you were a good sky pirate, but goddamn, you are a good soldier as well. Okay, let's have you take cover beneath the ruins, so those snipers don't get your ass. And then I don't have enough CP to move the thing, so instead let's just repair the Edelweiss with Ramsey here because she'll need to. The enemy will send more Lancers, of course, to take down the Edelweiss, so we do need a dedicated repair unit to do so. Yeah, more reinforcements. Home. Now there's the matter of those snipers on top of the building. So, we can actually aim at them with the troopers we have here. And I was not very smart in placing Dorothy there. Although I did want Ramsey to actually do some damage there, so there we go. I hope they don't kill her. She's in the crouching position, and keep in mind, like with the Lancers, the snipers get more than one go. Okay, so what are we dealing with? More troopers! Of course! Of course! What do we get here? Well, another trooper. Okay, so I can deal with troopers. In fact, they may well be in position for me to actually attack them. And now, and only now, do the enemy tanks decide to intervene here. Yeah. Okay, that trooper's going straight for Dorothy. So, I want one of my troopers to take that trooper down. And do I want to use the Edelweiss? Yeah, I do want to use the Edelweiss because most of those snipers are in a position from where I can use the mortar to knock them off their perch. So, let's do it. Let's see, there we go. And then there goes the mortar, and Bloody hell, it killed both of them. Killed both those snipers, man. Okay, so, now, what do we have here? I have a bunch of troopers. I don't see any lancers to take down my thing, although there is the matter of those tanks, which can, even from here, reach me with their anti-tank cannons. So, yeah. Next, I want to send Ramsey, of course. Okay, so I didn't kill all of the snipers. I killed trooper and a sniper, but that's fine. And I forgot about that frigging landmine. Holy shit. Well, time to send in Fina or one of her sisters to recover Ramsey's body, I guess. I'll have to send in another engineer. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, the medics. Look, in fact, Fina is one of them. Which is weird. They all have the same voice actor as far as I know. Yeah, seriously. But apparently they are sisters. Which is weird because in Skies of Arcadia, Fina does not only has a brother, Ramirez. And we'll get to Skies of Arcadia. I did actually record that game on my GameCube, so yeah. So let's stand up, and then sometimes it takes longer for some soldier to get over here. So now let's actually recover with some Ragnade, and then we will continue. Very good, very good. And then let's see. Rosie, you're not up? Alright, fine. Who's going to do it then? Not Alex. Not Nina. She's very badly injured, actually. So I'm going to use the Ragnade. Why I didn't send my troopers over to get that. I can understand moving Dorothy, because she was in the line of fire, but yeah, Nina is fairly well covered here. I suppose it will help with dealing with the troopers, but holy crap! Right, end the turn, and then after this run, I will actually end this episode. So what will happen now, then? Well, that trooper's going to go in for the kill, I know that. The sniper, I don't know, because I have hidden most of my soldiers very carefully here. That trooper's going in for the kill, just as I expected. That sniper is running around like crazy because he can't find his mark. What else do we have here? We have another trooper. Yeah, no more lancers, thankfully. Although there's the tanks to worry about on the top of the hill, but never mind. And that trooper is within the Edelweiss's sights. See what I mean? Yeah, it took quite a pummeling there from that tank, did the Edelweiss. Anyway, we will continue through the Barious Desert in the next episode. So I will see you then. Goodbye!